Hello, little gigglers. Welcome back to Story Time with Giggly Mama. I'm sure all of you must be going to school and you must have many friends there. Do share with us who is your best friend and who all are your lunch buddies. Well, gigglers, today's story shares the same bond. Do share this story with your parents too, because this story might just take them down the memory lane to their own school days, report cards, lunch boxes, and best friends. So, grab your blanket, hug your teddy, and just close your eyes. It's story time. It was a bright, happy morning at Veggie High School. The classroom buzzed with whispers and giggles. Today was report card day, and everyone was a little nervous. Miss Beetroot stood at the front of the class. She wore big glasses, a kind smile, and a little sparkle in her eyes. Time to celebrate how far you have come, she said warmly. She held the mic and said warmly, everyone gets their report cards today. And remember, trying your best is what that counts. Banana was called first. Wonderful imagination in the story class, Mr. Banana. Just try not to slip in the hallway. Banana giggled. I'll be extra careful, ma'am. Tomato came next. Very dramatic in the acting class, Mr. Tomato. But remember, you are a fruit, not a veggie. Tomato blushed. Oops, I always forget, ma'am. The class laughed. Not unkindly, but like friends who had heard it before. Miss Lady Finger walked up next. Cool, calm, as always. She held her head high and smiled gently. Miss Beetroot looked at her notes. You missed science. You skipped math and history too. Miss Ladyfinger nodded. I was helping in the kitchen club. We were making snacks for the whole school, ma'am. Potato raised his hand and said, Ma'am, she made the yummiest snacks ever. She even let me help in the kitchen. Miss Beetroot smiled wide. In that case, an A plus in cooking and for helping others too. The whole class clapped and cheered. Later, at lunch, Miss Ladyfinger opened her tiffin. Inside were golden, crispy fried snacks with creamy dip. The smell made everyone's mouth water. Can I try one? Asked Carrot, peeking over. Me too, said Grape, already reaching for one. Ladyfinger laughed and passed the box around. Of course, there is plenty for everyone. They all sat together, munching, sharing, chatting like old friends. No one talked about grades and report cards. They only remembered the laughter, the snacks, and Miss Ladyfinger's warm, generous smile. And that's the end of the veggie report card story. Wasn't it fun? Sometimes it's not the marks that matter. It's the kindness we share, the friends we cheer for, and the snacks we pass around with a big smile. To all the gigglers listening, thank you for joining me today. And to all the grown ups, if it made you think of your own report card days and lunch boxes, maybe it's time to share a memory or two with your little one. Until next time, keep giggling, keep sharing, and remember the best stories live in your heart. Bye bye.